can't even reach a 10. If you ain't the game, then you better hit the bench. Clock counting down, and it's almost at the end. Now it's time. my ways, no grace when I pen. Set the page ablaze by the way I scrape the pen. Feelings blaze when the energy on 10. Offensive on the way, no way you can defend. When we on the field, only foes, no friends. Keep your eyes closed, be relying on your sense. 100%, you can't even reach a 10. If you ain't the game, then you better hit the bench. Clock counting down, and it's almost at the end. Now it's time to separate the kids from the men.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Your starting lineup for the St. Petersburg Football Club. Number 3, Valerio Tatafiore. Number 4, Yannick Brengel. Number 6, Thomas Lamb. Number 13, Luis Gonzalez. Number 14, Alejandro Zudiga. Number 15, Rodrigo Lopez. Number 16, Luciano Thomas Rodriguez Silveira. Number 17, Finn Steele. Number 19, Erickson Sokolowski. Number 21, Victor Milton. And number 25, Josh Karen. St. Petersburg's head coach, Joe Islet. And now, introducing your Sarasota Paradise. Number 34, Martin Brink. Number 14, Enzo Panozzo. Number 13, Andrew Hollenbach. Number 24, Lucas Penrath. Number 2, Travis Ward. Number 21, Leighton Imparato. Number 15, Christian Leon. Number 19, Nikola Slivich. Number 7, Kai Tamashiro. Number 35, Andres Frier. And number 29, Jeffrey White. In addition, will the Sarasota Paradise assistant coaches Jamie Hutchinson and Glody Gunga, goalkeeper coach Mark McPhee, and the Sarasota Paradise head coach Marco Dakovic.
Fans, please rise for the singing of our national anthem, being sung today by Jesse Daniels.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
From the beaches of Siesta Key to the world-famous Ringling Museum, a new sensation in the city of Sarasota. In its third season, the Sarasota Paradise in their brand new home here at Lakewood Ranch Premier Sports Complex, as they'll take on their rival in the Skyway Derby, St. Pete FC.
All right, Paradise fans, let's
My
get
name's
ready.
Let's go. Alongside me
And
is
let's
my partner,
get loud
Mr.
for
Pearl
the
Whiteside.
kickoff.
Super glad to have you guys join us for the home opener
on,
for the
fans.
Sarasota Paradise in
Let's
the
go
2025
Paradise.
season. Well, it was a league championship for the Paradise last year. They outlasted Miami AC by 1 point. How do the Paradise continue that success going into a brand new year, followed by so much success, and now a lot of new hype for this team?
Yeah, it's great to be back. Great to be back. And, the boys played amazing last season. Obviously they got the championship, just barely outlasted their rival in Miami. They have two of their top goal scorers in Kai Tamashiro and Seth Malmeister coming back. So looking to return to form for them, and all the rest of the boys, returning Christian Leon and Enzo Pinozo. But we also have got some new additions to the team. So looking to return to form. So basically what I would say is how they could return to form and how they could maybe get that championship and run it back is consistency, is keeping that streak going. They ended the season strong, and I hope that bleeds into next season and this season, and they'll continue that form.
It was a season that started strong. They lost their second game of the year to Miami AC. They did not lose again in their final 10 games until the postseason in Asheville, North Carolina. They ended last year with 8 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss, coming off of a previous season, their opening season, that was sort of in the middle of the pack. 5 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses. They actually get an invite to the U.S. Open Cup, where they had a great game against Naples FC. Salgado with the goal in the 88th minute to send this game, which we thought was going to be extra time, but then a winner from O'Connor won it for Naples FC. But from year one to where we are now in a brand new stadium with a biggest crowd in Paradise history, it is truly a new beginning for the Sarasota Paradise as we are underway at the Premier Sports Complex in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Super glad to have you guys with us as Tamashiro with it now. Tamashiro, 5 goals last season, and he's looking to find an early one here. Locked away at the end, and it will be out for a throw. St. Pete coming off a 4-1 win on Wednesday over King Hammer FC, a new addition to the South Florida division, which will now have 7 teams in it. Here's Slivich working with it on the middle, but it gets taken away by St. Petersburg. Thomas Lamb, member of St. Pete last year, and it goes out. Enzo Pinozo, one of those returning players that you talked about, Paul.
Yeah.
Really great defense throughout all last season. It's something that the Paradise are hoping for in that consistency that you talked about last year.
Yeah, for sure. He's an amazing right back. Plays at SMU right now. He had a goal line clearance that was phenomenal last season, and he's an amazing right back. Looking to continue that form from him.
And that goal line clearance, it was a 1-0 game for the Paradise.
Yeah.
Looked like Swan City was about to equalize, but then Enzo Pinozo, after Charlie Farr got beat, was there to clean it up.
One of the main pieces in the Sarasota Paradise defense. Good to have him back.
Travis Ward. Back to the new keeper, Martin Brink. And it will go out for a throw. Paradise started games hot last year. They were notorious for starting the game ahead, and a very good chance for St. Petersburg early, and it will go out for, I believe, the throw. Milton, now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez in the middle will play it for Tanafourier. Tanafourier, a member of the Sarasota Paradise, in their first 2 seasons, has made the switch over to St. Petersburg. Here's Lamb. Lamb plays it into the middle, but Hollenbach there to take possession for the Paradise. And here's White. There's Christian Leon. That quick speed he has. Such a problem in the midfield. Oh, he was looking for Jeffrey White, but mistimed the run. There's Finn Steele. Hollenbach sends that one into the crowd. It's the second year for Andrew Hollenbach from Purdue Fort Wayne. Had a great year, two-time Horizon Defensive Player of the Week and All-Horizon second team in the last college season. Pinozo the throw, and it will be hit out for another throw. Good defensive pressure right there from Thomas Lamb. And here's Enzo Pinozo, and we saw this a lot last season. This long throw, you're gonna see him take a huge running jump and send it into the middle of the box, and it worked many times last season. It's an odd strategy, but effective enough, and here it is. First one of the year. And it will go on top of the goal, but I believe this will set up a corner kick. No, Paradise players can't believe it, but it is a goal kick for Josh Karen.
Yeah, it's an impressive throw into the box there. It was kept by the keeper, but still an impressive throw.
You see it take those couple of bounces, and not a majority of the time, but a lot more than you would think ended up in the back of the net last year. As here is Thomas Lamb over to Luis Gonzalez. Sakalowski. Dancing at midfield. Gonzalez to Milton. Controlled passing in the back for St. Pete so far. Getting fancy with the touches. And a nice clear right there to get it out. Christian Leon there. Or no, that was Hollenbach. Sakalowski looking for the middle. A good opportunity, but great defense right there from Andrew Hollenbach to send that one to a corner.
Yeah, it's great defense by Hollenbach. You see he gets his body in front of the attacker, and nicely done, just able to get his foot in there and send it out for a corner.
The first corner kick of the game will belong to St. Pete FC. St. Pete in their first three matches, or last three matches against the Paradise, are 0-3. Lost all three matches last year. The all-time record, the Paradise 2 lead 4 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. And great defense from St. Pete, and it's gonna be a throw. That was Finn Steele, and an injury on the pitch. It is a Paradise player down. It appears to be Jeffrey White, slowly getting up. Lopez. And get past Leon and does, sends it into the box. And it will go to the opposite side. Still with possession. And it will go out. And it is another corner. Zuniga to take it. Had 2 goals in that Wednesday win against Kings Hammer FC, but a miscommunication between Sakalowski and Zuniga And it will be a throw for the Paradise.
Yeah, a lot of talking going on between these two teams. You can hear it. And just a miscommunication there, and passes back to no one.
St. Pete has controlled most of the pressure here in this game. Paradise trying to clear it, and they'll win a foul. Playing back to Josh Carrick. The goalie at High Point University. Another throw for the Paradise. Josh Carrick actually played for a season with the Sarasota Paradise. He was a sub for Charlie Farr in year one. Charlie Farr, obviously the goalie for the Paradise the first 2 seasons. Here's Pinozo. Enzo Pinozo over to Christian Leon. And it was White who was trying to make the run, but timed the run just a little bit offside, and it will go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, just a little bit too early there from Christian Leon. And Jeffrey White just making the run a little too early. Just need better communication.
Also with the battle with Santa 48, and it's Santa 48 that wins it. It's good effort from Finn Steele to keep that one in, but it will once again go for a Paradise throw. Not a lot of clean possession so far in this game. Just, we're already probably at 10 plus throw-ins at such an early point in the game. We are in the 11th minute, knotted up at 0 in the Paradise's home opener at the Premier Sports Complex in Lakewood Ranch. A wonderful atmosphere here at this game tonight. It's the largest crowd in the USL 2 season for the Paradise. However, they were able to fill about 2,500 people at the US Open Cup game that we talked about earlier against Naples FC, where they just so narrowly fell 2-1.
I think that adds to the motivation and the importance to these players. It just motivates them to want to be better. It just shows how much this team means to the fans. And these fans showed up here tonight for the opener.
And it's such a remarkable thing to see just how far this team has come from a team that nobody knew about, a team that they were just promoting at the farmers market, into having really their own stadium to play in, being a part of a historical US Open Cup, to now next season making the jump up to USL League One, becoming a professional team after just 3 seasons. It really speaks to the ownership of this group and how productive they have been in transforming this team into not only a professional team, but a championship team at that. As here is Gonzalez at midfield. Good pressure from the defensive side for the Paradise. And it's still in. Lazy work from St. Pete. It's Jeffrey White. Here's Jeffrey White. Here's Leon. Christian Leon plays it in. And Paradise fans wanted a penalty, and they're not going to get it. And the crowd reacts accordingly.
Yeah, it's a tough call by the ref there. It's really a 50-50 decision.
Thomas Lamb. Deadlocked in the 13th minute. Nothing doing with that pass. Travis Ward picks it up easily. And Porto. Flip side to Pinozo. Leon. Ward. Playing it for Jeffrey White. White. Making moves. plays it in. Rebound opportunity, still another chance, and it will go out for a corner.
Yeah, it's a nice move there by Jeffrey White. Loses his defender, able to get it into the box, but just very good St. Petersburg defending. Both of their center backs able to deflect
This corner kick
rebounding
is presented
shots,
by Berlin Collective.
and it goes out for a
Rather
corner. We'll see what they do here.
Sarasota Paradise,
Jeffrey
Berlin
White,
Collective,
new to the
third
Sarasota
real estate
Paradise,
team,
coming from
Sarasota
Wake
and
Forest.
surrounding area.
Corner in, Pinozzo trying to get ahead on it. Camrath with it. Lucas Camrath sends it out for a goal kick. There's an injury down on the pitch.
Yeah, a little bit of a tangle up between Jeffrey Wright, and it looks like
I'm not getting a number that looks like it's he gets help with the help of two teammates in Jeffrey White. It'll be a goal kick for Josh Karen. Paradise adding a little bit of pressure here in the last few minutes. Pinozzo wins the battle. No. They call a late whistle. And Thomas Lamb will set up the free kick and play it into the middle. Looking for the former Paradise, Tedaforier, and he wins the penalty against his former team.
Yeah, it's a clear penalty there. He just gets his foot right into Tadafore.
Oh,
No.
a little bit of confusion. Looked like maybe they did not award a penalty. He pointed,
Pointed to the spot.
What a change of mind.
Yeah, I don't know about that decision. Looked like a clear penalty to me.
So after an initial point to the spot, it ends up being a goal kick. And here come the Paradise the other way. A nice touch pass. Here's Jeffrey White. Dump off to Leon. Hollenbach. Pinozzo with pressure from Tadaforier. Leon, bad touch. And it is taken away. Paradise do win it back. Hollenbach, a bad move. It's taken away. First opportunity of the game for St. Petersburg, but a bad touch, and it is taken away. A wonderful chance right there by Silveria. And here come the Paradise the other way. And once again, taken away, no whistle. Lopez dancing on Pinozzo, getting by Pinozzo. Lopez! Cleared away. All the way back to Josh Karen, who retreats back to the box and gets it out quickly to Gonzalez. Pressure here in the last 2 minutes from St. Pete. Great defense by Travis Ward on that opportunity by Sabella.
Yeah, able to get his foot in and a little pullback just to completely stop the ball in its tracks in the box. Paradise able to clear it out. It's great defense from Travis Ward.
Lamb sends it in. No problem for Martin Brink, a goalie from Germany who plays at Marquette University. Big East goalkeeper of the week after his 5th clean sheet of the season. He was one of the top goalies in the Big East, a premier conference in the United States.
Yeah, impressive record from Martin Brink over at Marquette, and excited to see what he does at the Paradise.
There's Kai Tamashiro. Tamashiro plays it in, and Josh Karen there to clean up any attempt from Jeffrey White making a run in. Kai Tamashiro, one of the longest tenured, if not the longest tenured Paradise player, back for his 3rd season. Plays soccer at Liberty University. He scored that game-winning goal in around the 9th minute of the game against St. Pete FC last year, which won the Paradise, the South Florida division, and a foul in the Paradise there.
Come on, fans, give it up for your Sarasota Paradise.
Yeah, you've seen definitely some questionable decisions from the ref, and the crowd is very evident. You hear the moans and the groans.
Bad touch, and it's won by the Paradise. And it's a nice run by Tamashiro, who's there. Has to retreat back a little bit. Tamashiro, he's so good. And in Porto, he's trying to get it back to Tamashiro, but could not.
Yeah, it's a nice idea by Imparto, but just a little bit too much on it for Tamashiro, who was able to get out on that wing.
Some nice pressure right there from Importo. Gonzalez. Josh Karen playing with it outside of his box, and it will go out for a throw. Was deflected by Sarasota. 21st minute here in the opening nights for the Sarasota Paradise's last USL League 2 season again. As we mentioned earlier on the broadcast, they are moving up to USL League 1 next year to become a professional club. And a risky tackle. First shot of the game. And it is nowhere near. It was Alejandro Zuniga.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see if the Paradise can keep their momentum in a better league like USL 1, competing with better teams, able to keep that momentum. We'll see. It'll be really exciting to see them just get promoted and see what they can do in that.
And I think it also, for other teams, watching the Paradise make the jump to USL League 1, I think it gives them a little something, a chip on their shoulder when they come here and they probably play in front of the biggest crowd of the USL League 2 season. They know they're making the jump to the professional level, and it gives you an opportunity to say you've beat them. And it's something you play for. You play for pride, and you play for wins like that. As here's Jeffrey White. Dancing. White fires it away, but it is blocked. Importo to Tamashiro. Tamashiro, a chip in! And it is no good. And a round of applause.
Give it up for your Sarasota Paradise. Come on, fans, let's go Paradise.
Tamashiro is so good at making those opportunities from tough angles. We sort of see him working around that right wing a lot, and he turned such a difficult angle into a scoring opportunity. It was super close there for the Paradise, getting their opening goal of the season.
You see Andres Ferreira in there, almost had a goal. Didn't even look like Kai Tamashiro was going to get an angle on it, but somehow able to work that ball into the box and put it in a pretty good position for Ferreira. Just unlucky there.
Great defense by Hollenbach. Camera. Travis Ward. Martin Brink gets it over to Enzo Pinozzo. Oh my golly! Took him to the rollerblading park. Tamashiro now. Taken away by his former teammate, Tadavorier. Amrath missed the slide. But the Paradise have possession. It is Jeffrey White coming from that left wing. Dish over to the middle. Good opportunity! And it is blocked away. That was Slevich with the shot attempt. And it is a throw in a dangerous area. One that we know Pinozzo likes to go to.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do here. Had a nice throw into the box earlier in this game. And he is known for those long throws, so we'll see if he can create a chance for the Paradise right here.
Got it in. And it is cleared away. Camrath there. Now Pinozzo. Hannenbach. Pinozzo. It's Travis Ward. No, excuse me, that's Camrath. Plays it for Jeffrey White, but he was offside.
Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the two new additions in defense, Hollenbach and Travis Ward, able to create chances, block shots, and get their foots in there, just get the balls out.
Josh Karen sends it deep. St. Pete wins possession. A touch and go pass, and it is going to be out for a corner. Zuniga over to take the corner kick, score the opening goal in that win against Kings Hammer. It was a good start for St. Pete FC with a dominant 4-1 win. It's a team that finished around the middle of the pack, but a team that could have finished much higher if they had better results against the Paradise. Again, like we mentioned, 0-3 versus the Paradise last season, and a couple of those results are different. And maybe you're talking about the St. Petersburg run at the South Florida Division title.
And that gives them a lot more motivation to beat the Paradise here tonight. Obviously, getting that 4-1 win against
Kings
Hammer. And Zuniga getting 2 goals. Lopez getting 2 goals in that win. Both of those forwards showing up. And we'll see what they can do here tonight.
And ask for a much better start to the season. Tamashiro gives chase. And the ball is just too far wide, and Tamashiro, good effort, but it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, he's super fast, dangerous player on the wing. Second leading goal scorer, had 5 goals, 3 assists for the Paradise last season. It's going to be exciting to see what he can do.
And they're going to give
him
those opportunities when they have the one-on-one with his quick speed. And again, like we saw just a couple moments ago, that playmaking ability.
Yeah.
And a nice touch, but just missed timing the run right there was Rodriguez Silveira. There he is again, and Hollenbach a slide, and it will go out for a throw.
Yeah, probably the biggest playmaker on this team, Kai Tamashiro. Created a lot of chances, had a lot of goals last season, a lot of clutch moments. So it'll be exciting what he can do this season.
Gonzalez. Thomas Lamb. Flip side over to Gonzalez. And it is nice pressure from Jeffrey White, which forces it to go back to Josh Carey. Now Thomas Lamb. And won by Zuniga. St. Pete control on the right wing, trying to break the deadlock here in Lakewood Ranch, and it's a nice break, a wonderful opportunity, but wonderful defense. It does not get much better than that, and he's been a stud all night long. It's once again Andrew Hollenbach.
Yeah, that off-ball defense from Hollenbach, able to get his body in front and body the attacker off the ball. Clean defending from Hollenbach.
It's no wonder he was a two-time Horizon Defensive Player of the Week during the college season at Purdue Fort Wayne. We're seeing flashes of it here.
Yeah.
He'll go out for a throw into the crowd.
And you're seeing that immediate impact that the Paradise expect from him.
Oh, Leon slipped and lost it. Some pressure from Tattafourier, and it'll be a throw for St. Pete. '30th minute here in Lakewood Ranch. If you're just joining us, still deadlocked at 0. A couple chances for both teams, but nothing doing so far. Not a lot of great chances either. Only one shot on goal the entire game, as it'll be a goal kick for Martin Brink.
Yeah, we're seeing really good defense from both sides, and that's why those chances haven't been able to be created. They've got good playmakers on both sides, just very good defense, unable to kind of get those balls in the box, and some unlucky moments as well.
And I believe we are headed to a water break at the 30th minute here in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. We will be back for continued first half action of the USL League 2 opening game between the Sarasota Paradise and St. Pete FC.
Thanks to our friends at Chick-fil-A, we've got something. As a reminder to all Sarasota Paradise fans, next year we are going to USL 1 to get first priority to get your season tickets for the remaining 2025 season. Otherwise, deposits go on sale June 7th, our next game. Don't miss out and be with us on our path to the pros.
Welcome back on into the City of Paradise here at the Premier Sports
All right,
Complex.
fans, let's get ready and let's get wild for our Sarasota Paradise.
It's been an exciting start to this game, a very defensive game. What can the Paradise do to finally break through and break this deadlock?
I think it's close. I think it's really, really close. I think they're breaking through. I think they've had good chances. It's just going to take that little push. It's going to take a nice Tamashiro ball into the middle, or it's going to take a nice defensive play from Hollenbach. Some play on the wing that's going to need to happen, a nice ball in midfield. But it's close, I think, for both teams, and I think we're going to see a goal here soon.
The last time these two played was again at final game. It was only a 1-0 game. That time before that, it was a quiet 2-1 win. Tamashiro makes the run, not offside. It goes to the middle, and it is off.
Yeah.
Good opportunity again from the Paradise.
Yeah, again, a really nice play from Tamashiro. A nice ball into midfield. Freire just unable to get the correct footing on that shot. But a nice opportunity, and like I said, we're taking shots early after this water break.
Yeah, Freire with a nice opportunity, had some room in front of him, just couldn't get the right left foot on it, up into the air, and St. Pete will win it, but only for a second, as here is Kamrat. Hollenbach. Over to Travis Ward. Trying to squeeze it into Jeffrey White. Jeffrey White's been very active over there on that left wing, trying to create opportunities. Just hasn't been able to find that breakthrough yet.
Yeah, both wingers doing really, really nicely here. Travis Ward just with a little too much on it for Jeffrey White, but a nice idea. And it's just going to take that one. It's just going to take that one play, that one ball into the box. That's going to be able to get the Paradise their first goal here tonight.
Tana Fourier trying to get fancy, but got too cute, and it'll be a Paradise throw. Penozo. Over to Sleevich. Lost it. That's great defense by Thomas Lamb. Spinning off, getting by Tamashiro, and trying to create an opportunity here for St. Pete, and they'll win a throw.
Yeah, nice defense by Thomas Lamb, able to shake off Sleevich and Tamashiro. Impressive footwork.
And two players collide on St. Pete. And now the Paradise with possession and a hard foul. Tamashiro wins the free kick, and it was Thomas Lamb. Thomas Lamb flirted with foul trouble in the last game, picked up a yellow card in the 44th minute. Penozo. Hollenbach sits on it. Hamrath and Ward exchange balls. Hollenbach, a strong touch and a nice play, but risky there from Sleevich. But the Paradise are able to come away with it with the break. It's White. White inside. Oh, but a beautiful last-second effort right there. That was Finn Steele to take that one away from White.
Yeah, it's a nice run by Jeffrey Wright. Almost squeezes into the box, but a really nice play by Finn Steele, able to stop that ball in its tracks. And the Paradise lose a little momentum there.
They get it back after Hollenbach took it away. Here's Importo, who gives it right back. Or not. It'll be a throw. Christian Leon, one of 10 returning players coming back to the Paradise this season. There he is. Sleevich trying to find some space. Plays it into the box. Tamashiro there. And it will be a corner kick. It's good defense right there from the former Paradise player, Tana Fourier. And the second corner of the game for the Paradises. We enter the 38th minute.
This corner kick
And
is
we're still
sponsored by
not up at
Willis
zero.
Construction, a privately held construction management firm in Sarasota, providing quality construction services to Southwest Florida since 1972.
Importo on the corner. And it is out, and it is a goal kick.
Yeah, it looks like Travis Ward got a little touch on there. Maybe a shoulder, a little sliver of the head, but it goes out for a goal kick.
So another goal kick here. And it's a not good goal kick, and Penozo wins it. And now he's going to get it through to Tamashiro. Karen's going to give chase. Oh, wow, what a slide. Was not in the box, so he couldn't pick it up. But an absolute class play, and here come St. Pete.
Yeah, sloppy goal kick there by Josh Karen, but able to pick himself back up with a nice slide outside of the box.
Lopez into the middle. It's Zuniga! And it is a 1-0 lead. His third goal of the season, and he comes to celebrate right in front of the Paradise crowd. And again, it started with the bad goal kick, but he was able to make up for it with the slide out of the box. It then started the break. It was a nice pass from Lopez. And then Zuniga, his start of the year.
Yeah, he had 2 goals last week against King's Hammer and shows out here tonight with a wild goal outside of the box, able to get some curve on it and gets it past Martin Brink for a nice goal into that bottom corner.
St. Pete goal scored by number 14, Alejandro Zuniga.
39th minute goal for St. Pete FC, who takes the 1-0 lead. And the Paradise, who have had their fair share of chances, find themselves down early here in their home opener.
You see maybe a little bit of bad blood between these two clubs as Zuniga celebrates right in front of the Paradise
quite a
fans.
celebration there. He did not leave the crowd any room to not give him something to hear.
Quite the dramatics there by Zuniga. We'll see how the Paradise respond. Maybe a little bit of motivation.
Here's White. Sleevich. Played in. And it is going to be a goal kick. Tamashiro to get pushed down, but no call. Probably the right decision from the referee there.
Yeah, it's not easy to get this ref to break, as we've seen. It's pretty evident. Not calling a lot here, letting the boys play.
Yeah, it's let a lot go. And we saw him point to the penalty box earlier for St. Pete, and then all of a sudden it went away.
Yeah, interesting. I've never seen that before.
And it will be a throw. Pinozo wins the battle with Tata Fourier as the goal kick went out of bounds. Tamashiro controls. Only for so long it's taken away. Thomas Lamb. Lamb again. They want it to go to Tata Fourier. And Pinozo gets ahead on it, but Tata Fourier with control. Tamashiro brings pressure and St. Pete will play it back. We've seen, especially when St. Pete is in the back, they've been very precise with the passing, very controlled. Across midfield, it hasn't been the same story, but to start opportunities, they've been very nice. As Hollenbach just sends that one clear of danger in the moment, and it is another throw for St. Pete.
Yeah, I think a lot of that passing is due to Thomas Lamb. He's gotten super involved, able to stretch the field, almost playing a defensive midfield position there instead of center back, but he's getting really involved. Nice passes, nice footwork, clean from Thomas Lamb.
White with the head on it now, Christian Leon. St. Pete trying to find their second goal of the game. Here is Lopez. St. Pete forced to go back. Here's Finn Steele. Played to the middle. And a whistle and a foul on the Paradise.
It looks like a little bit of a smaller call. Didn't look like a foul to me, but referee not going to let it go.
And we do have a player down at midfield. It looks to be Gonzalez, the center back.
Come on, fans, let's make some noise for your Sarasota Paradise.
A free kick coming up here for St. Pete. We'll see how they elect to take this. Risky touch. got it over to Rodriguez, and it is a foul, a Paradise free kick, and there will go. Excuse me, that was offside.
Looks like it was taken a little too quickly by Paradise, and they're going to have to restart back from the spot of the offsides call.
45th minute here in the home opener. It's a goal from Alejandro Zuniga in the 39th minute to open the scoring here. One of only 2 shots on goal in this whole game. And a bad touch, and it is taken away. And here is Lopez. Lopez trying to squeeze it through, and falling to the ground to retrieve is Martin Brink.
Yeah, another nice play by Hollenbach, able to get his body in front of the attacker and make it easy for Brink to scoop it up.
Oh, and a nice play, and a clear foul, and it is a yellow. Oh, and then some after pushing and shoving. Surely that will bring out a card. We'll see if discussions are had.
Wow. Some theatricals from these 2 rival teams as a clear foul as Freire.
Yeah, just grabbing him, but then after, I'm not sure if it was Freire who then hit him after, but a clear shove to the ground.
Yeah, it looks like Freire just broke free there. Clear foul, but then some pushing and shoving afterwards. And some cards definitely going to come out.
For now, it looked like it was just the 1 yellow card on St. Pete, but still some conversations being had. It will be a free kick, though, for the Paradise in extra time.
Maybe a little bit of a flop from St. Pete, but it did look like Freire came in and...
he absolutely came in and let him have it. And they will. They'll give him the yellow card. So it looks like a yellow for each team here.
Deserved.
But it still will be a free kick.
Free kick, yeah.
And it looks to be Leighton and Parto who will take it. Pinozo lined up with them. Paradise trying to equalize before we head into halftime.
Ref having a talk with a couple of the Paradise players. Definitely a foul on St. Pete, but Freire come in with the extra
Yellow cards on
stuff.
number 4 for St. Pete, Yannick Frangel, and number 35, Andres Fier for Sarasota. Paradise.
Here we go. Leighton and Porto to take the free kick in the 47th minute. Oh my! What a nice save by Josh Karen. But nice work by Thomas Shearer to win it back. And then a foul. It's been a wonderful defensive display so far from the former Paradise man, Tata Fourier.
Yeah. That's a nice defensive play, but what about that save from Josh Karen, able to get his paw in the middle of that right post there, able to stop it from going in. It's a nice free kick by Leighton and Parto.
Really had some nice curve on it. Couldn't exactly see if it was angling in, but regardless, was not going to be a matter of issue. And here's Lopez giving chase, and it is cleared away. Thomas Hero there. And it will be a throw-in. Freire looking to go quick. Oh, and he had Slivich right there. Pinozo working with it on the side. Who last touched it? It was last touched by Silvera. We're in the 4th added minute of extra time. We do not know exactly how many minutes were added.
Paradise looking to go quick here.
Jeffrey White turns it over. And St. Pete with it now at midfield. They'll play to the opposite end, and here is Tata Fourier. And chased by Tomashiro. Forces it back to Thomas Lamb. Goal scorer. Zuniga gives it over to Lamb, and Lamb cross pitch pass over to the right side. Good defense right there from Thomas Ward, or Travis Ward, but it will be a throw.
Yeah, not sure what St. Pete's trying to do here. It looks like they're trying to play some balls back, but they're also playing some balls into the opposite half.
It was a very conservative approach.
Yes.
And that will end half number one here at the Lakewood Ranch Premier Sports Complex. It was a 39th minute goal by Alejandro Zuniga, which gives St. Pete FC a 1-0 lead here in Paradise.
Your Sarasota Paradise.
goal in the
All right,
second half, or the first
Sarasota
half.
Paradise fans, let's get ready for the second half with a score. St. Pete 1, Sarasota Paradise 0. All right, fans, let's get loud, let's get ready, let's give it up for your Sarasota Paradise!
A late goal by Alejandro Zuniga, and it led to the Paradise falling down 1-0 where we currently stand here. Entering half number 2, the Paradise have been able to generate a couple of chances, but it hasn't been consistent chances. Paul, what do we need to see here from the Paradise in half number 1, or half number 2?
I saw a lot of sloppy mistakes in midfield, but overall a really, really good performance from the Paradise in half 1. Just really unlucky, giving the ball up in that midfield, and Zuniga just taking that chance from outside of the box, an absolute rocket into the bottom right corner. But I think the Paradise just need to keep up what they're doing, limiting mistakes, getting these amazing wingers involved, Jeffrey Wright and Kai Tomashiro. They're playmakers. They know what they need to do. And impressive season from Seth Malmeister. Absolutely lethal in the box, always getting those balls from Kai Tomashiro, able to capitalize. And he's a true 9 for the Paradise. It'll be really exciting to see what he can do in the second half and the rest of the season.
Also coming into the Paradise is number 12, Felipe Rojas. Rojas also been on the team all 3 years like Kai Tomashiro. He also works in the rugby. That's a pretty high job with the Sarasota Paradise, on top of being an astounding player. Scored 1 goal last season as Jeffrey White gets rid of that one, and now it is Steele with it. Steele, and it is a goal kick. Great defense right there from Travis Moore. Or I'm sorry, Lucas Cameron.
Yeah, again, this off-ball defense is really evident from the Sarasota Paradise. Not necessarily getting their foot in and getting the ball out, but it's a lot of body blocking and a lot of just able to get the defenders off the ball with their body, and it's really impressive from the Paradise today.
And taken down, and they clear free kick here. Quickly, all my goodness, they have Tomashiro, but the referee will not allow it.
Yeah, that's been twice here that the Sarasota Paradise have taken a free kick very quickly, able to get that chance, but then the ref calls it back. He says, no, you're going too quick. They need to slow it down, slow the pace down according to the ref.
Rojas. Trying to contain the Seth Malmeister, man, who created many opportunities. Not only did he lead the team in goals, he also led the team in assists last year. Goals, 8 assists, top 4 points. I don't know about top assist maker, but definitely top points overall in the South Florida division last year. He was truly the man who put Paradise on his back last year. Played so many games to help his team first division championship.
Yeah, absolutely crucial to the Sarasota Paradise team and their championship last season. Really excited to see what he can do in the second half, if he can make an impact, maybe score a goal. Like you said, top goal scorer and top assists. You don't see that a lot from a true 9, so it's really impressive.
Looking for Jeffrey White, and it goes right into the hands of Josh Karen. There's the break. St. Pete, a real opportunity, but it was just too far in front Felipe Rojas there to send away the mess. It was Owen Barrett. Turned it away. And here's St. Pete trying to find their second of the game, but Penozo sent it back over to Martin Brink. St. Pete the throw here in the 50th minute here of the home opener. If you're just joining us, it was a 39th minute goal from Alejandro Zuniga. Penozo the throw. Lucas Camrath. Played for Jeffrey White. White controls with the right foot. Plays it into the middle. Looking for Seth Mahlmeister, but to no avail. Here's Barrett. And they're going to call a foul. They're going to duck Thomas Shiro for this one.
Yeah, you hear the crowd's reaction to that one. And just kills the momentum for the Paradise. A beautiful ball into Jeffrey right on the wing. Able to have a nice touch and plays it nicely into that wing. Gets it into the box, it was cleared. And then a controversial foul call from the ref.
St. Pete with the now, and play it long. Battle in midfield. And great work right there. But again, it's going to be a foul on St. Pete. But again, the referee not letting them play the quick game, making them come set. So now 2 opportunities that have been taken away from the Paradise.
Which is very strange because you see that a lot, especially in professional sports where teams will take advantage of that free kick, try and get it very quickly.
Owen Barrett, some beautiful moves, just could not get past that last guy. Josh Aaron there in the retreat. Settle things down. Couple of minutes from the Paradise where they've put some pressure on the St. Pete defense as Felipe Rojas sends it out for a throw. Sakalowski to Gonzalez. Back and forth they go. Sakalowski again scored a goal against the Paradise last year. The opener in the second game of the year. Here he is again. Sakalowski inside! Left foot wide.
Yeah, not able to get his foot around the ball. Not enough curve. Really far wide from Sakalowski, but a nice move inside, able to get into the box. A nice chance, just unlucky. Couldn't get the foot around it.
Oh, so close on that corner for St. Pete. On top of the net. Paradise down 1-0. Felipe Rojas gets it taken away. And here comes the goal scorer, Zuniga. And a foul. And it's a yellow on Zuniga. It looked like they had called a foul on the Paradise, but looks like they're going to get him for a flop and then some pushing and shoving between Zuniga and Salibic.
Yeah, a little bit of that theatrics there again
Yellow
from
card
St.
on
Pete.
Alejandro Zuniga.
We saw the theatrics earlier with Zuniga after the goal he scored, and now here he is again. This time,
Getting called on the flop.
and a yellow card presented. Camrath. Christian Leon back to Camrath. And it is out. Felipe Rojas cannot control the touch enough. And it's a throw for St. Pete. Nice use of the shoulder there from Camrath. Hollenbach. Rojas. Nice pass. There is Salibic. Barrett. Barrett. Into the middle. And it deflects away and is sent out for a throw.
Yeah, again, a
Give it up for your Sarasota Paradise. Let's go!
Barrett. Over to Rojas, now to Camrath. Enzo Pinozo. Tamashiro. It's a throw for St. Pete.
Yeah, a really nice chance there for the Sarasota Paradise on the wing again. Looked like they were through on goal, but St. Pete able to get all their defenders back on defense and stop that from being a viable chance.
And it was great building from the back after that takeaway from Hollenbach, and then a beautiful touch pass from Rojas, who has it now. Felipe Rojas into the middle. Salibic could not get the left foot fully on it, and Karen picks it up.
Yeah, another play into the box there by Rojas. Playing very nicely starting in the second half. Involved in both chances from the back here. Able to get that ball into Salibic, just can't get his foot on it.
Here's Gonzalez to throw it in. 57th minute. Still a 1-0 lead for St. Pete. Trying to find that second goal of the game. Trying to win their second game of the season. We talked about it earlier. The 4-1 win over King's Hammer. And a chance to start the new year with 2 wins. Barrett. Now Enzo Pinozo. And pass it over to the wrong team. Played into the middle. Rojas just barely gets it away. And now here's Jeffrey White. Paradise looking to go the other way. Oh, what a move! Shaking and baking. Oh, but what a nice slide tackle that was. That was Gonzalez. But still a throw here for the Paradise. And so coming in for the Paradise is Javon Rodriguez and Elias Kodrai.
Sarasota substitutions, number 31, Ivan Rodriguez, going in for Andrew Hollenbach. And number 5, Elias Kodry, going in for Ty Pumshu.
Here's Rojas. Camrath. And the referees are going to conjure about something. And let's see what this conversation means. Paradise players walking back, they think they're going to get a possible free kick.
Looks like Seth Maulmeister might have been taken down off the ball back in the defense.
And a card, maybe. A yellow. It is Luis Gonzalez. And so a dangerous area now for the Paradise.
You see St. Pete does not like that call. All of them huddled around the ref arguing the call, but it looks like it's going to be a free kick and a nice position for the Sarasota Paradise.
And once again, the head referee going to conjure.
Referee walking over to a swarm of St. Pete players.
And now a yellow card on the Paradise.
Looks like Maulmeister.
And after all this, is there really not going to be a free kick for the Paradise? And now the referee going back to the other referee. Complete confusion.
Sarasota Paradise player number 9, Seth Maulmeister.
So Seth Maulmeister will pick up a yellow card.
Yeah, complete confusion and non-communication from both referees and line judges.
Now everybody's walking back this way.
It looks like it's going to be a
Sarasota
Paradise free kick.
Took a little bit of time and running around the pitch finding referees to make that decision, but it is a free kick and an opportunity for the Paradise to level this game at 1.
Yeah, cards for both teams here, but it looks like Paradise is going to get the free kick in a nice position. Jeffrey Wright looking to take this and maybe give the Paradise a chance to score.
The opportunity, it's still loose, off the bar and over the bar. A golden opportunity goes for nuts. 2 open nets, 2 misses on top.
Unbelievable, right in the open net, and the header goes off the top of the head and just goes right over the bar. So unlucky for the Paradise.
Such an unfortunate break there for the Paradise. Kind of just a loose ball, and then it found the head, hits the top of the bar, then finds another head with the wide open net on the right side and just shoots it over. And we remain at a 1-0 game.
Just utter chaos here in Lakewood Ranch with the confusion of the refs running back and forth, conversing with line judges, the mishaps of the free kicks, and then that free kick going in there, ball juggling around, the Paradise unable to capitalize on that chance.
So it will be a goal kick.
For St. Pete, number 11, Jesse Pita going in for Valerio Pettafiore. And number 18, Colin Elder going in for number 14, Alejandro Zuniga.
And they're going to call a push in the back there. And so it is a foul and a St. Pete kick. Coming on in is Jesse Tita. Here's Sakalowski. Sakalowski plays it into the middle. Header! Misses wide.
Yeah, nice cross in there by Sakalowski, able to get it, but the header goes straight down and it just goes wide.
Sakalowski hasn't been involved too much tonight as he was in the games last season, but still making a very positive impact, creating chances such as that. Flying over the top and a clear foul.
We'll see if the Paradise try and take it quickly here, as they've been trying to do all night.
Paradise getting a nice cheer on from the younger fans on the north side. Trying to level this game at one apiece in the home opener. Molmeister! Just over the net.
Yeah, another amazing chance off a free kick. Again with Molmeister, just doesn't get correct form on that header, and it goes over the bar. But another nice chance. Again, the chances are coming. I feel like a goal is coming for the Paradise. They seem to be getting a lot of balls in the box, and getting Molmeister involved.
They have been knocking on the door.
Yes, they have.
They are yet to find that equalizer. Alejandro Zuniga, the only goal scorer in this one. He has subbed out of the game, though. He was replaced by number 11, which was Jesse Tita. Paradise win a throw. They've really controlled the possession here in the second half, especially as of late, as we enter the 67th minute. Here's Rojas. White trying to dance by and can't, but he'll win a corner. And are we going to have a card for delay a game here? Referee will pay a visit. And just a warning.
This corner kick and proudly supporting the Sarasota Paradise. For Wayne Collector.
Jeffrey White.
Real estate team for Sarasota and the surrounding area.
Could not get ahead on it. And it is still 1-0. More substitutions coming. It is Ronaldo Garcia coming in for the Paradise. And then for St. Pete, we have Virgil Stevens.
We see the Paradise making a lot of substitutions, looking to get some fresh legs on the pitch as they try and equalize here late in the second half.
And it's a throw for the Paradise. Oh, nice play by White. Into the middle. Pinozo sends it too high and nearly into the crowd.
Yeah, nice idea from Pinozo there, looking to get it into the box. A couple of dangerous attackers from the Paradise in the box, just gets a little too under it, leans back a little too much, and it goes over for a goal kick.
Panozo, a nice job to win that battle, but cleared away from or by St. Pete. Back for a throw for the Paradise. Paradise have been knocking on the door all second half, but they need an answer. They need a breakthrough. Is this the breakthrough? He's well offside. He's well offside. That one wasn't particularly close.
No, you see the Paradise bench arguing a little bit there, and so are the fans, but clearly offside.
Again, the Paradise continuing to create pressure, Paul. They're knocking on the door. We've been talking about it. It feels like a matter of time before they're going to. But man, if they cannot get a goal in these next 20 minutes and some change, it's going to be a real letdown for the Paradise. Such great opportunities, and to walk out of here with the 1-0 defeat. I'm not saying it's demoralizing. It's a long season. It's
it would
a
be a
long
surprise.
summer,
It would be a surprise.
it's not the step in the direction you want to take after winning a league championship. Not the expectation here for the Paradise.
No, absolutely not, especially in the home stadium. All these fans showing out, especially beating St. Pete twice last year.
3 times at that.
3 times last year. Would be a real letdown if they took a loss here at home.
A highly anticipated day. The home opener in the USL 2 league season for the Paradise. Trying to claw their way back for St. Pete.
They still got 20 minutes left plus extra time to try and get an equalizer here. They're knocking on the door, as you said. It's just a matter of time. That one play has to come in from the wing. And we'll see what they do here.
Maulmeister trying to control and turn. Cannot do so. But can St. Pete find a potential closer? Not now. That's a beautiful pass. Can White get there in time? No, he cannot. It is sent away quickly. That was a wonderful play by Virgil Stevens in defense. And he once again clears it away.
Yeah, he's marking Jeffrey Wright really closely there. He's been dangerous on the wing all game.
Virgil Stevens has just come in on as a sub. First opportunity in a while for the Paradise. Played into the box, sent away. Camrath, oh, a terrible touch. And now a breakaway for St. Pete. Here comes Lopez. Lopez sends it in, but Panozo sends it away and out of play for a throw.
Yeah, costly mistake there by Camrath. Lucky for the Paradise that they weren't able to capitalize on that. That looked like a free cross in there. Wide open attacker in the box, just can't capitalize on it. Very lucky for the Paradise that wasn't a 2-0 here late in the second half.
Here's an opportunity on goal and just over, a little closer than that looked off the leg.
St. Pete taking their sweet time here, trying to waste all the time they can here on this corner.
No rush.
No rush at all.
20 minutes away from a 2-0 start in the South Florida division, a division that is meant to be competitive and will be competitive.
It was tight last season. It's going to be tight this season, as evident from this home opener.
Came down to the final day last year. Paradise 27 points, Miami AC with 26. Miami AC was in a position to go and win the league.
We are going USL 1 in 2026. To get first priority, get your season tickets for the remaining 2025 season. Otherwise, deposits will go on sale June 7th, our next game. Don't miss out and be with us on the path to the pros.
So as we head to 74th minute,
1,489.
we head to a water break.
Congratulations, everybody. Go Paradise. All right, fans, let's get it going. Let's start it out. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise. Let's go, Paradise.
Welcome back on into the City of Paradise in the final quarter of this game as the Paradise down 1-0 to St. Pete FC, looking to start the year hot off a league championship, but it is going south so far. But we've seen comebacks before. We saw it in the first year, a nice 2-0 comeback in the last 30 minutes of the game. And last year, down 1-0, we're able to get a 86-minute game-tying goal in one of their games. They did draw 3 times last year. They only lost 1 game last year. It was game 2. And in the first game of the season, they might match that 2024 total. Oh, and a nice defensive play right there by Barrett. Takes a deflection. St. Pete controls. Great pressure by Seth Mollmeister, but getting away is Finn Steele. A good opportunity. St. Pete trying to ice it. The Paradise now break. And sent away and well out of the stadium. St. Pete will give chase, but it is a goal kick. A sense of urgency now, Paul, for the Paradise. Down 1-0. They've been down for a majority of the game now, and time is running out. What's the mindset here for the Paradise? 13 minutes to go.
Yeah, you see they're playing at this faster pace. It's clear that the motivation has got to them. They want this goal bad, and it's only a matter of time before they get it.
Going in for number 15, Christian Leon.
A lot of substitutions here, a lot of fresh legs. We'll see if that can contribute to a goal possibly.
It's Chris Solari coming in for Christian Leon. Returning player for a returning player. Here's Spinoza. Another throw for the Paradise. And losing possession again. Nice back heel. Oh, it's going to be a handball. Otherwise, that was going to be a real opportunity for St. Petersburg.
Yeah, that could have been really bad. Paradise again getting lucky on St. Pete getting a handball there, because that would have been away on goal.
Solari and Barrett work its way back over to Martin Brink. It's Kemrath. Jeffrey White. Felipe Rojas. And it's sent away once again. It is Virgil Stevens. Jeffrey White to Stevens there, but White wins the battle. White dancing. Sends it into the middle. A real opportunity. And it is denied. Wonderful defense inside. Paradise continue to knock on the door. We're in the 80th minute. No whistle. In the middle. And it will go out, and it will be a corner kick.
Yeah, St. Petersburg defense, just the definition of bending but not breaking. Sarasota Paradise have a lot of chances in there, but a lot of nice blocks in there from the center backs. Some crucial blocks, some crucial, getting the foot in, getting the ball out, and just some nice defense. And we'll see if they can just hang on for 10 minutes and keep this 1-0.
Looked like he was trying to squeeze it to Kemrath, but could not. Felipe Rojas there to reset at midfield. Felipe to Solari. Now to Jeffrey White. Might be going for Felipe. Instead turns to the middle. And a bad touch. And looks like it's going to stay in. And it will be a corner.
Yeah.
Great effort right there from the Paradise to keep that in.
Come on, fans, let's go Paradise! Give it up for your Sarasota Paradise.
Crowd rises to their feet. 82nd minute. Paradise trying to find the equalizer. And they cannot. Barrett got a good hit on it, but once again denied by defenseman of St. Pete. Crafty moves inside. Once again denied. Play through the middle. And well wide.
Looks like it was deflection there, so it looks like it's going to be actually a Paradise corner. But again, some amazing chances here for the Paradise. They're constantly knocking on the door.
Let's go Paradise! Let's go Paradise!
I know. Poor corner right there from Jeffrey White. Some good effort right there from Silveria to try and create a break for St. Pete, but instead it remains Paradise ball, and that is cleared away. Giving chase is Lopez. Lopez, 2 goals in the win on Wednesday. Now up to the middle. Now it's Silveria. Plays it in, and it's an easy pickup for Martin Brink.
See Jeffrey Wright alone there on the wing.
That's where they go. A dump off, looking for Rojas, and they get it there. Rojas into the middle, and it is sent away, and it will be a throw. Quickly into Jeffrey White. Oh, it almost got to Maulmeister, and you do not want it to get there. So dangerous, so effective in goal-scoring opportunities. But St. Pete denies, and they will bring it back down the other end, and it is Silveria. Brink picks it up quickly. Oh man, Solari lost it. An opportunity now for St. Pete to try and ice this game. But nice defense from the Paradise, and they'll try and push the other end. Jeffrey White again on that left wing. Increasing pressure from the Paradise. And a poor pass. Oh, what a move.
Seeing a lot of press here from St. Pete, just not allowing the Paradise to get many chances here in the last couple minutes.
And it's been all retreat. It's been all defense for St. Pete. They have not been able to get anything going, and we do have an injury down on the pitch.
Yeah, we see a lot of just tiredness. Might be looks like a cramp there. Players are exhausted here in the 84th minute, and it's a tight game, 1-0. Paradise keep pressing, but St. Pete so far able to hang on.
You see a couple of them going over to the staff on the sideline, getting some water, trying to hydrate. And substituting for the injured Victor Milton will be Kawam Samaker. '87th minute now, but after that injury stoppage time, you can expect a lot of extra stoppage time to be happening here in the closing moments of this game.
Yeah, a lot of stops here in the second half, especially that one weird interaction where the ref had to constantly go back to both sides of line
That's
judges.
right.
So we're going to see a lot of extra
You're looking
time.
at probably about 5 minutes minimum, possibly even 7. It's going to be a lot of extra time. A long throw in, and it finds its way in Josh Caron's hand.
Yeah, just looking to get that header just off the back of the head, but didn't get enough on it, and it's a really easy save for Josh
Again,
Caron.
it's that long throw that gives him the opportunity, but time is running out now.
Substitution for St. Pete. Number 22, Kwame Samakor going in. Number 21, Victor Milton. And number 10, Keegan Plant going in for number 16, Luciano Thomas Rodriguez Silva.
A throw for St. Pete, who is in no rush to be risky or anything like that. They'll keep playing this back and forth game with just throw-ins.
There's really no need when you're up 1-0. Don't want to give any stupid mistakes away, so just playing clean football here late in the second half from St. Pete. It's smart.
A goal would surely end it, though.
Looks like that's what they're trying to do here, trying to maybe
Will-
find some space.
And will they find it? They have some space. They'll go for goal.
Nice.
And it takes a deflection, and it will be a corner kick.
That's a crucial block there from the Sarasota Paradise. It looks like a really nice shot. Came off the foot nicely.
They'll cross it in. Oh. It's risky
dangerous
defensive
touch.
play. Paradise on the move, but it is taken away. It is Finn Steele again, and then he goes down to the... No whistle. And now a whistle. The St. Pete coach can't believe it, but it looked like Finn Steele might have flopped just a little bit.
Yeah, we've been seeing that a lot from St. Pete. Actually, a
Come on,
yellow
give it up
card
for your
was given for a
Sarasota
foul earlier in
Paradise.
the
Let's
game.
go!
'90th minute. Enzo Pinozzo. Can the Paradise find the equalizer in the 90th minute? Or in extra time, there is a foul. A Paradise free kick.
Hitting the 90th minute here. We'll see how much extra time we're going to get.
Here is the free kick.
A lot of Paradise players in the box, all of them except the goalkeeper.
In extra time. Camerath! They score! Lucas Camerath has tied it in the 91st minute of the game! How about that?
Wow.
Lucas Kemrath has just tied it.
Lucas Kemrath, the savior for the Sarasota Paradise, on a free kick that looked like it went too far, and then it got to Kemrath. Has a nice shot right into that bottom corner. Beautiful play from that center back.
Just took the right
Goal by number
bounce.
24, Lucas Kemrath.
And it was only a matter of time before that bounce happened. We've been talking about it consistently. When is that break going to happen? When is that bounce going to happen? And there it is in extra time. And now, can one of these teams find a winner? Could it be the Paradise in extra time to come back and win this one?
Yeah, this is going to be a fun little bit of extra time because now both teams are going to be playing at a faster pace instead of, Sarasota Paradise playing at a faster pace while St. Pete was playing at a slower pace.
Sure.
And now both teams are going to be playing faster and more aggressive, as we just saw.
We now enter the 93rd minute. Paradise have just tied it 1-1. If you just joined us, you missed it. A deflection, and Lucas Kemrath puts it in.
Ten minutes, extra time.
10 minutes of extra time. You heard it over the PA announcer. And here we go. 8 minutes for one of these two teams to find a winner.
Plenty of time for either team to find a winner here. It's going to be a fun 8 minutes here at Lakewood Ranch. And we'll see which team maybe comes out on top or if it just stays at 1-1.
Well, this is what Paradise Soccer is all about. We've seen dramatic finishes in both of the first 2 years. Will we have another one tonight? It's already a dramatic finish. Can it get even crazier? Taken away. And here come the Paradise. And he's brought to the ground. And that is a foul. Seth Maumeister draws it. A free kick for the Paradise. And an opportunity to possibly go and win this game.
Looks like a similar spot with that free kick where they were able to get that chance in.
Almost the exact same.
Almost the exact same spot. We'll see
Come on, fans.
what
Let's
they
give
can
it
do
up
here.
for our Sarasota Paradise.
Chips it in. And cleared away. Rodriguez lays it back. Oh, and it's given away by Martin. Martin Brink gave it away. Can St. Pete make them pay? A good opportunity. And sent away. It's a corner.
That's a nice play there by Lucas Kemrath, the goal scorer in extra time, the unlikely center back out of High Point University, scoring that goal and then making a nice deflection there.
Lucas Kemrath, not a stranger to the clutch. He scored a game winner against Presbyterian last season in college and also had the equalizer for High Point in the Big South Championship game. Lucas Kemrath, no stranger to these moments.
No, he's definitely a clutch player. Clutch center back, and the Paradise are lucky to have him, making an immediate impact there. Game equalizer right in the dying moments.
Now can St. Pete, can they get it back? A wonderful opportunity, and what a save by Martin Brink.
And it looks like a collision there by Brink, and
Martin Brink saves the day for the Paradise. A breakaway opportunity, one-on-one with the keeper, and a diving stop.
yeah, puts his body on the line for the Paradise there, sliding straight into the attacker. And we'll see if the ref calls anything here.
About to enter the 7th minute of added time of 10 minutes. Still just a couple minutes for one of these teams to find a winner. Paradise have had all the pressure in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get a game tire here, or a game winner.
Do they have one more in them?
They're playing at a fast pace. They're keeping possession. They're playing nicely.
And that's the announcer jinx right there for you. Turned over.
Yeah.
And St. Pete controls, but not for long. A nice play right there from Owen Barrett. Rojas. Now to White. Down. No foul. Oh, and a bad bounce. White cannot retrieve it. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, it looks like
Come
White's
on,
complaining
fans,
to the ref
let's
there,
go
but
Paradise!
looks like just kind of slipped there, ran into his own defender. But a really nice play there by Wright, trying to lose both defenders, unable to do it, unlucky.
'98th minute. Played back for Josh Karen. Offside. And so the Paradise here, as we approach the 99th minute of this game, look to take the lead. They don't control possession for long. They try and win it back and cannot. Send long. Penozo with it to Camrat, the man who tied this game up at 1. Rojas, risky touch. It's a throw. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. They gave it to St. Pete.
Controversial line judge opinion.
Can St. Pete take advantage of that decision?
Slips.
A slip. And here's Owen Barrett pushing it down. And now the Paradise have a win. They've got numbers.
Amazing tackle. Amazing tackle.
Cleaned it up. Sent to Jeffrey White. Can he retrieve it? It's a corner. The 100th minute of this game.
Yeah, this is do or die here for the Sarasota Paradise.
Let's go Paradise!
Can they get a goal here in the dying embers?
The crowd,
99th minute.
crowd on their feet on the north end.
We sure are.
Trying to score a game winner. And it's in a way. Still some time left. The
Really nice
Paradise
clearance.
have one chance. Rojas. Oh, what a nice touch by White. Sends it in. And Josh Karen picks it up. And that might do it.
Yeah. Maybe the goalkeeper just trying to get it out, but the
And that'll do it.
yeah.
The Paradise come from behind in extra time and tie it at 1 apiece. And it's not a win, but it's not a loss.
Yeah.
And you can take that last goal by Lucas Camrat to kind of bring momentum in
Yeah.
to the next week.
Definitely. If this isn't a preview of how fun and exciting this season, you've got the theatrics, you've got the late game equalizers, you've got the controversial ref opinions, you've got everything in this game. If this isn't a preview of how exciting this season is going to be, I don't know what is.
And
Amazing
you've got
game.
a great crowd here tonight. Crowds only expected to grow as the season grows closer in anticipation of the Sarasota Paradise turning into a professional team next year. A thriller here And the home opener for the Sarasota Paradise in Lakewood Ranch at the Premier Sports Complex. It's an opening goal from Alejandro Zuniga in the 39th minute. And then in extra time, it is Lucas Camrap, the equalizer, to give the Paradise their first point of the season. My name's Alex Orozco. Alongside with me is Paul Whiteside. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you on June 7th for the next Sarasota Paradise home game.